A little bit of music. Oh my goodness, I have a special guest today, and nothing makes me feel like getting to know a special guest like some funky jams.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Bash today, 2025-2026 school year.
What's
It's
up,
a fresh
Christian?
start. We got action everywhere. We've got big bears. We've got bouncy houses. We've got food trucks. It's a whole scene here at Somerset.
Yeah, it is, especially that big bear in there. That's only half the battle over there. There's a tunnel that's still in a box.
Oh my gosh, that's fascinating. Okay, so I have the privilege of introducing Coach Sofet. I want to get to know you a little bit. I see that you're the man on campus. And again, my name is Ryan. I'm running the newly revamped broadcasting and media department. I can't wait to get to know you. Maybe we'll start with some just basic questions. What do you think?
That works for me.
Well, tell us about it. How long have you been here at Somerset Collegiate?
I've been here, I believe this is year 7. As athletic director, is going to be year 4. And so I coach football team, baseball team. I've coached some soccer and some basketball along the way, but this year just sticking to football and baseball. So I'm going to put it on the record so I can just stick to those two. So
Football and baseball, this is fascinating because I was raised with both of those sports heavily, and I've been wanting to get to know you because I heard a rumor that potentially Corey and I might be calling some of your games, especially on the football side.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's Friday Night Lights, man. We got a big old bear in there. It's 18 and a half feet tall. We're going to come running out of it. Usually I kind of let the players run out. They want to run with the American flag, and they do their thing. That's what we've done in the past. I was like, no, this year I'm going to lead y'all out of this bear. This bear's awesome. And so, you know, building off last year, we were 3-6 last year for our first ever football year.
Wow.
We were 3-1, and then the injury bug hit, and that happens. And definitely some things like we're going to go forward, dude. We're not going backwards on this thing. The goal is to win 4. The goal is to win 5. I know some people are like, man, this week that week's where it's going to be a tough game. I'm like, yeah, we'll be 2-0 going into that game. That's the mindset you got to have. We have a young team. You know, we lost 14 players, but Friday nights, man, it's something. We got the band, we have the drum line, we have the dance team, or the ones with the flags. I always forget them. Color guard.
The color guard.
Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, color guard. And, you know, it's out there. It's Friday Night Lights, man. We get schools to come over here and play. The big bear is going to be blown up. Opportunity to do some things. We've always lost the homecoming game. I mean, that's just been the thing. And so hopefully this year we climb that hump, but it's a week at a time thing, especially with the young team. We're out there every day since Monday. It's hot. We're grueling. We're pushing through. We're getting better. You know, our first scrimmage is next Thursday, the 14th. And so, you know, just kind of going through the motions on getting better and getting ready for week 1.
Excellent. And speaking of week 1, I'd love to know a little bit more of the structure of the season. How many games total this year? How many games total at home?
There's Coach Mendes,
there he is.
My co-offensive.
Get on it. Get on in here. So how many games total and how many at home this season?
We have 11 games. We technically have 5 home games. 2 of them are scrimmages. We had 4, lost 1, picked the game up, but on the road. But now we have a road game that could possibly come back to us this morning with some field issues. So we may have 4. We have guaranteed 3. Our first actual home game is going to be September 5th against Austin Achieve. So that one's a guarantee. That's going to be our home opener.
So against Austin, how appropriate.
Yep. Austin Achieve. And then we have 2 other games at home. One on the there's Coach Freeman, our defensive coordinator. We have our homecoming game, I believe, is on 10-10. And then we have one more home game, which is senior night on 11-6, I believe, or 11-7 against TMI.
Okay, so we want a big following. We want the coaches to be out there, the students to be out there. Are there any thoughts, switching gears just a little bit to what I'm here to do? I would love to hear your take on this. What are some of the things, are there any thoughts? You mentioned the band, the color guard, all of the production that goes into hyping up your games. Are there any things that broadcast wise come to your mind? We you know, are throwing around ideas like sideline reporting and doing like an ESPN type production for you to support the team. Any ideas of something that Corey and I can do to really make it even more special and more amped up?
I think the sideline reporting, I know that we tried the post-game stuff, and they caught me after we had just lost like 63-6.
Oh my goodness.
And I gave the best answer I could give. I think it's though, because that's a real thing. I mean, it's a real emotional answer. It's not anything that's fake. So I think the pregame, they did a pregame thing, which I thought was cool too. We do a lot of stuff. We do like ceremonial coin tosses. We do things, the first game, we want all the teachers to come running out of the bear with the team.
I love that.
Because it's not just us. I mean, it's the football team. Yeah, we're the ones out there doing the thing, but we have our 5 pillars here, and the middle one is student athlete, and they're not students without those teachers. And so and we're a family here. We did a thing at the end of last year where we got everybody down on the field, the band, everybody, and we just locked arms, and we had one big just Bears on 3 moment as a group, and really building the culture and the family here. The Friday night thing is something. It's Friday Night Lights, and it's funny. We're down there on the sideline, and we hear our band. We had one game we scored 51 points, and heard our band keep playing the song. I was like, hey, this is pretty awesome. And then we had one game where we let the 63, and I was like, I'm tired of hearing that song. I don't know if y'all are tired of hearing that song, but that's what it's about. It gives them the real Friday Night Lights look. That's what everybody talks about in Texas, the Friday Night Lights, and. We're going to some small towns on a Friday night. I was like, you're going to get it. This is it. This is what we're going for. So it's exciting, especially being able to start this program. We've kind of built a relationship as well with UTSA. They've let our coaches come out to their practices and talk to them, ask questions and different things. So really cool about, our community here in the 210, really kind of banding together. And they're just like, go get them, man. Coach these kids up. Give them everything you got. I know our coaches do every single day. We're trying to get better every single day along with the players, and it takes all of us to make this thing happen.
Excellent. Wow. So well said. I can see why you're a great coach. Good communication is key. So a couple of thoughts. I wanted to ask you about academics.
Yes, sir.
Are you also a coach academically here?
Yes, I coach PE and then teach the athletic period class.
Excellent. Any new things, any new programs you're excited about rolling out this year? Any expansions or inspirations you can think of?
So in PE, we do our normal fitness gram. That's what you got to do and different things. But we kind of created our own fitness test. We're going to kind of change it up this year. We kind of did like 800 meters every 9 weeks or every 6 weeks, and the kids would just progress on those 6, and they would graph how they ran, how many push-ups, sit-ups, and stuff that they did. And this year I was like, I think we should progress to running like an actual mile. So every 9 weeks, it's going to progress. The first 9 weeks are going to run just one lap around the track. Like that's what our goal and our fitness goal the first 9 weeks is. The next 9 weeks going for 800 meters and then the 1200. And at the end of the year, we're going to just keep working on that and learn so they know how to control their pacing and all those different kind of things that we can do with them. So that's something that we're going to kind of roll out this year. We do some of the same games. We try to switch it up. We brought in pickleball last year. So we did some pickleball there. It got pretty competitive. Hello, how are y'all? And so it was pretty competitive. The kids loved it. And in athletic period, I'm pretty strict. Hey, get in your lines. We're going to do this, 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 and this. And now we've had a lot of buy-in from the coaches sacrificing their conference period and coming up and really putting their hands on the athletes and being like, hey, I want a volleyball. I want the basketball players. I want this. I want that. And really trying to make the class run differently. And then we have an off season and being able to really get all those kids involved. But every Friday is competition Friday. That's my time. It's our compete pillar. We do some type of competition. It could be tug of war. We could be on the mat drills. You got to come for the mat drill thing. It's freaking awesome in there, man. It gets pretty crazy. I rolled my ankle pretty bad last year too.
Oh, no.
I was getting excited. Okay. I rolled it right off the mat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was bad. I was
be careful, coach. Be careful.
We need you, man. I know. And then from there, that's we do competition Friday, and I let them play pickleball one time, and I was like, holy smokes, these kids got it in them. They were, man, I've never seen them so. And I was like, I need y'all to translate this into when you play your sport. Okay. Like there's nobody in the bleachers, and what kids don't understand, and what I'm trying to get out of them is just to compete, just get out and get. And I always tell them, and they make fun of me. My big thing is empty the tank. I want them to give everything they got. I know I give everything I got, but I asked them, I want you to give everything you got and empty the tank. And when they play that stuff on competition Friday, that's what I'm getting out of them. They're doing something different, but they're competing at the same time. They run around in a circle, they're relying on a teammate, and they're tug of warring tire, and trying to pull it across the line, and it gets exciting. And there's some days you go in there, you don't get the result that you're like, man, it wasn't as hype as last week. And then you're like, well, how do I make it better? And you're always trying to tweak it and make it better and more competitive. And I think that's, something that, you know, I try to stick in their heads. Hey, man, this is us. This is what we do. This is our culture. This is our pillars. And we got to live by them, and we got to be good, and we got to live by them.
Yeah, it seems obvious, but it seems like the culture that you're creating through athletics also really pertains to academics and really life in general, how to apply yourself, how to empty the tank. It's not even just competing, but it's how to become excellent as a human being.
Absolutely. I always tell everybody, you know, one of our things is we had 5 kids sign on to play at the next level last year. And it was exciting to see that. And I'm like, hey, we got to get more kids, because we have kids who are good and they can play at that next level. And I know everybody wants to go D1 and go to UT and Duke. I get that. But at the end of the day, like, wherever your opportunity lies, go take it. And, you know, one of the things is really trying to get them and push them to that next level of being a good human being. I always tell them, when we get you out the door, I want you to have the tools to be a good human in life. And if we attach athletics to it, we double did our job. And I really honestly say that, because at the end of the day, and I know kids like the handshakes and this, but I try to teach them, hey, how you doing? Eye contact, handshake, those type of things. And really trying to you need this mom right here. You need her on the podcast. She's a great mom right here. Miss Lavario over here. She needs to be on the podcast.
Hey, that'd be wonderful.
But at the end of the day, really just trying to make them good humans, and tell them, I also tell them too, because our athletic period is a combination of males and females, like, break out of your shell. And leaderships are another one of our pillars, where I'm like, you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable and being different. And I always told them, when I taught, it was hard to get in front of a group of kids and talk. It's easy now. I have the mic on Friday nights to talk to the crowd and introduce seniors, and everybody's looking at you. And, you know, it's one of those things you just get comfortable with. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about the kids. It's all about the kids and trying to make them better humans, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about the kids.
Yeah. And I can clearly see that as students and parents are going by and saying hi to you. Definitely, you're a popular guy on campus. I think one of the last questions that I have, and thank you so much for your candor and time.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're clearly a very inspirational person. I'm fired up right now.
Yeah, we got football practice in a little while if you want to come out in the heat with us.
Well, I'm not afraid of heat. But let's see what Corey wants me to do here. But I wanted to ask, I've seen, you know, clearly there's a lot. We're venturing upon a brand new year. Mm-hmm. We have new students. Mm-hmm. We have new teachers. We have new programs. I know that you're very established here. Are there any kind of words of wisdom, maybe even particularly for a new staff member like me, on how to succeed here at Somerset? Any kind of wisdom that you would impart for those of us that are new?
Don't be afraid to ask questions. And we're a family here at the end of the day, and really just everybody's got to buy in and go the same direction. It's something, you know, we do the outdoor adventure. How you doing, Mr. Evans? You know, we do the outdoor adventure theme this year. It's not outdoor adventure. It's adventures among us or something that we pick. And the athletic department, I'm like, hey, let's pick row the boat, because we all got to go the same direction. And so at the end of the day, we're a family. Yes, there's people established, but everybody brings something to the table that somebody else doesn't bring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody has their thing that they bring to the table that makes them unique and helps us be better at what we do and makes us unique. Like adding you to the broadcast on Friday nights, like that's unique. That's something different. We didn't have that last year. Corey did a great job. I love seeing him up there. He gave me the big, let's go every game. And even when we were losing, he kept saying like, let's go. And having him up there and the support from him is incredible. He didn't miss a Friday night game, and just being able to, you know, we're a family, ask questions. You know, I'm here. I know sometimes, and again, like it's crazy. We've had training all week. I've passed you only like once, but we've been in training together all week. I haven't had that opportunity. I'm busy with other coaching responsibilities and everything, but I'm glad we got this opportunity to meet each other.
Yes, me too.
And definitely, like at the end of the day, like I want everybody to feel like this is home. You know, this is where you want to be. You know, and for the kids at the end of the day, I work in the Blue Gym. If you have a question, come to the Blue Gym. I'll make sure you get to the class you need to get to. You don't feel lost. We're here for everybody. Everybody's got their own interests and stuff like that. I think one of the big things, though, also to those teachers is the relationships with the kids. You got to know your kids. How you doing, Harrison? Wrong color shorts for practice, though. But at the end of the day, like you got to get to know the kids. Like they know that the thing that I'm a big diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan, and they love when the Eagles lose. They are lined up in the blue gym waiting for me. This year they didn't get to do that as much, but those are the type of things. Those are the things that you can take home and getting to know the kids. Some of them we're all about basketball, we're all about baseball. Some are like I like Pokemon, some I like movies, I like drawing, I like to dance, I like to do this. Everybody's got their own unique style of who they are. And I also think at the end of the day, also for staff is be you. Don't try to hide and be fake because the kids will read right through it. And that's
Very good.
That's one thing. I also, hi son, that I don't hide who I am. They all know who my kids are. They know who my wife is. Like I'm here. I'm all in. I'm a bear. I love coming to work every day and emptying the tank every day. So
I can tell.
Yep.
Wow. I'm fired up and inspired. I appreciate how welcome you've made me feel even just now. And I really look forward to augmenting and helping with the football season and maybe even the baseball season as well from a broadcasting perspective.
Oh, that would be cool. So our baseball and softball program down there, they're hidden down there in the corner, but softball lost the regional championship this year. Baseball, we lost in the state finals, and I still lose sleep over it. It was we were close, man. And so we're excited. I've already built a pretty big out of district preseason schedule for us. So we're ready to go, and we're ready for that opportunity to go grab it and win it. I tell everybody that playoff run, I could have wrote a book. Every single game was something. Like we were losing in every single playoff game and came back and won all of them. So it was fun to be a part of that and just building on it this year. But like I say, like I said, it's one sport at a time. But for us, we play Center Point next Thursday for football, and I'm like, that's who our focus needs to be. That's where our focus needs to be, is like us just continuing to get better and doing all the little things right. And there's some days we went home from practice on Monday and I was like, I went home from Tuesday and I was like, ooh. And I went home yesterday and on Wednesday and was like, oh man, let's go. Like we're figuring this thing out. And then yesterday I was like, okay, man, we're definitely doing it. And someday, like I said, I added music into the stadium yesterday to kind of fire the guys up a little bit.
It does, doesn't it?
They got a little chippy yesterday and I was like, okay, this is what we need. You got to understand, like, this is the stuff that's going to make us a lot better. I do want you to interview Coach Gilmore. I don't want to forget about our other programs. I know I could sit here and talk football and baseball all day with you, but our other programs flourish as well. Our volleyball team won their first game already today. They played today against Holmes, won in 4 sets to my knowledge. If I got that wrong, sorry, volleyball team. But I mean, honestly, they should win a state championship. I'm not going to hide it. I think sometimes putting your goals out in front of you, I know that's everybody's goal, but it's realistic for them. Last year they lost in the Final Four. Hello. And I think they got a chance to win the whole thing. But he really has built an unbelievable volleyball program that Coach Gilmore has built, and the coaches and the buy-in from him and the athletes and the parents and all that stuff. What's up, Daniel? And then just making sure that, that they're where they're supposed to be. Coach Montez and Coach Munderland in our basketball program. Like, we have built some stuff here, and I put a lot of trust in these coaches that and they've earned that trust to be able to run their programs and just being able to do it. And at the end of the day, it's all for the kids. The banners, you see all the banners hung up. We've put the new ones up already this year. So like I said, it's about putting banners and trophies in here. They're nice, but at the end of the day, making them better humans is what it's really all about.
And I think that says it perfectly. Thank you for your time. Thank you for this opportunity to get to know you a little bit, create a little awareness around campus. Don't be afraid to tell your students that we are having a broadcasting program. Obviously, they're probably busy with athletics, but we want to make sure that these things are growing together and that are complementing one another. And I just really appreciate your time. It's great to get to know you. I wish you all the best on this new season. I will be there, and I will be spreading the word. Let's go Bears.
Absolutely, man.
Maybe a little closeout music for you.
Close it out. I don't know what music you're picking.
Well, it's going to be just something really funky that says that we've got a back to school bash going with an 18 and a half
this used to be Corey's opening
bear.
song.
There
we go.
We're going to come up with some new stuff. We're going to come up with a whole recording studio on campus as well.
That'd be awesome.
So we're going to be creating fresh content. Thank you so much, Coach Sofet, for
come out to meet the Bears on the 13th at 6:00. We're going to meet all of our fall high school teams, including drumline and cheerleaders. Come on out.
Wonderful.
You'll see the big bear there too.
Okay, that's a highlight for me. Thank you, Coach Sofet.
Absolutely, man.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Man, that was awesome. Make sure I get this.